Hello there and welcome to Satisfactory. I should say welcome back, but this is going to be something a little bit different we're going to be trying today. We're just going to hop right on in, of course. Yeah, well, kind of. But yeah, we're going to be trying Satisfactory. We're going to be trying our main series world on Boosteroid. Because you guys all know how my computer is. You know, my computer, we're averaging about 15, maybe 20 FPS most of the time on my own world and testing this on Boosteroid to see how good their computers are um, should be quite fun uh, as well. And we're also going to be talking about Boosteroid and some of the features and stuff too, just like we always do on the other series. So anyway, um, that's what we're going to be doing today as well. So and here we go. All right, so Boosteroid Cloud Gaming. What is it? Boosteroid Cloud Gaming is a service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device. This includes smartphones, like mobile devices. This includes smartphones, tablets, all the way up to smart TVs that can use the internet, um, and as well as desktops and laptops. And there's quite a few in there that I haven't mentioned. I'm sure I don't have the extensive list in front of me, which is okay. But yeah, you can play your PC games on pretty much any device. Just about. There are a few devices out there that either refuse to support Boosteroid or Boosteroid just can't support it, or they haven't gotten to it yet. They're still a relatively new company in the eyes of um, cloud gaming technology, so because it has been around for a while. But anyway, uh, so that's pretty much that. That's what it is, and whatnot. And if you wish to sign up for Boosteroid and purchase a subscription, there's a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you decide to do that, that does help with the channel. And I do thank you if you decide to, because that does help us out too. But anyway, so the what I'm using today is my own computer. Now you think, oh, that's a little bit redundant. You got a gaming PC. Why are you using Boosteroid? Well, my computer's not the best. My computer has certain issues sometimes. It has problems with hard drives and things, mainly. And then this game likes to max out my CPU and stuff like that. So, which lowers my FPS. So it's going to be interesting to play this. We tried this once before, but this was a long time ago. Boosteroid has come a long way since then. So we're going to be giving it another go. And I thought this was the perfect time to do this since mods are not working currently on our current playthrough. Mods are not working on our save, so there is no mods on that save, so we can just hop right on in and play it just like we were playing last Friday. It's gonna be pretty good um, as well. So, and this also gives it a chance to show off some of the technology and stuff like that behind the computers that you're using while playing with or while using Boosteroid to play your games. Now, as you can see here on the screen, we've got Boosteroid overlay. I'm going to be leaving this bitrate up here. I know you can't really see it at the moment, but it's 60, 60, 60. Yes. All right, about 60, 60, 70. Oh, 95. Nice. My internet is being fun today. Woo. But we got the show statistics on here. If you ever would like to end a session, if you don't know how to properly end one, or you knew or you forgot or whatever, um, the best way to end your session is if you're using a browser, do not close tabs. Please do not do that, because that does hurt the system. Uh, the best way to end a session is to exit. So we're going to click into the game here. So now we're playing the game. Is to exit the game via as if you're on a PC. That'll take you back to the Epic or Steam login, or not login, but the application that you were using to play the game, and then pull up your overlay, however you do that, and then end the session up here in the top right. And then that'll ask you, do you want to end the session? And then you end the session and ask you to rate it if you want to, and then you're done. I am quite phlegmy today, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird while I'm talking, just randomly, that's what it is. I don't know why I'm phlegmy, but I'm just phlegmy. But anyway, like I said, there's all that. So now we're clicked into the game. And just to prove to you that I am playing in a browser, you might have seen it a second ago. But if I move my mouse cursor to the top of the screen, I am playing within Firefox um, as well. So I'm playing in full screen mode, which is F11. Your browser or whatever application you may be using is going to be different, but or more likely different, unless you're using Firefox. That might be the same on some other browsers, but I'm not going to get into that. Just whatever. And if we click on, see where this is our gaming tab here, our session tab, and like I said, we can hit new game, we can hit load game, which my saves are here and stuff like that because they did get synced. I did have trouble playing the game. If you ever have trouble playing a game and it's just not launching, like it says it's launching, but it's just not launching. Um, uh, Go back to the or end the game, go back to the Steam or Epic, and look at the cloud save specifically, and that'll tell you if you're actually if the cloud save has downloaded. Because if the cloud save isn't downloaded and it's downloading, like I was having trouble with it just a minute ago, it won't launch the game, which is good. So you just need to let that download, and then once it's ready, then play the game. So that was the trouble I was having. So anyway, um, so I move my mouse cursor to the top of the screen. We're going to click over on this tab here. This is the main page. So when you create an account or you sign in, this is what you're going to be greeted with um, as well. And you're going to notice quite a few different things. One of the things is the little speed test. So let's do a little speed test, see how our session's going to go today. My internet has been playing a little funky today, so might not have a perfect session, but hopefully this goes good. And if it doesn't go good on my game, there we go. That's actually much better than it was a minute ago. It's still not perfect because my internet's um, are usually around 105, but that's okay. And my latency's average. I say it's usually anywhere between 40 and 50, sometimes 60 as well. But yeah, so that's that. Not bad though, not bad. Even though it says meh up here, it's just because of latency, and it doesn't really matter all that much. Ooh, that was squishy. What the heck was that? That was a Satisfactory game somewhere. But yeah, so that's the session. If you are having any troubles with anything, there's a few different avenues you can go down. Um, One of the very first immediate avenues I would go down is go to the help center. Click this little tab here. This will open up a brand new tab. Um, and it will take you to this. You can type in a question up here, or you can click any one of these, um, and it'll take you to an article that may get you some help. Um, and if you have a subscription, you'll get the little live chat service button down here. You can click that, follow the on-screen instructions, type in your question once you're connected to an agent, and they will help you through whatever issues you are having or whatever questions you have. You can even request games on there. There is a very specific section within that live chat service that allows you to submit a games request. If there is a game that's not on Boosteroid that you want to be on Boosteroid, you can request it. If it gets enough popularity, it'll be added to the system. The reason they have to do it that way is because their system storage for where all their games are located to play are it's a very limited storage. They have to pay for uh, everything they want every time they want to expand it. Um, So once they're able to, then they'll expand it. They pride themselves on owning everything. They don't want to rent any equipment. They want to buy everything. So, which in my mind, that's a good move because then you're investing in the long term and stuff like that. So, but you also have to pay for the maintenance and all the employees to keep the maintenance up on everything, and it gets pretty crazy, I bet. But anyway, back to the main page here. So, like I said, they got a list of games. So when you add games to your library, this is where they'll end up underneath the My Games tab. But if you click the library game, uh, this will take you to all of their games, and you can scroll forever. There we go. Yeah. So sometimes if it doesn't want to, if you hit the bottom of the scroll, just give it a second. There it goes. It continues. Hit the bottom of the scroll, let it go. It's just tons and tons of games out here. You're going to notice a few different things as well when it comes to games. You're going to notice free games. You're going to notice license required games. Um, Both of these require a subscription in order to play. You're probably thinking, well, it's a free game. Why do I have to pay to play it? Well, that reason is because you're still using their service and their hardware in order to play that free game. So if I play Goose Goose Duck, I've never even heard of that. But if I play, it's just a weird game name. But if I play this, even though it's a free game, I'm connecting to a server and a PC halfway across the planet for me anyway, because I'm in the U.S. And the PCs are located in Ukraine. Um, if I go to play this game, this free game, I'm going to be connected to a PC halfway across the planet, and still using the servers. So anyway, that's the thing there as well. Right, so yeah, sadly I can't play the music that's on Satisfactory. Not the music that's on the in the main music library because that stuff's copyrighted. So gotta be careful with that. Last time I played the menu music, I got copyright claimed. So be careful. But anyway, yeah, saying it. So the different, and that's the same with the license required games. The license required, if you don't know what that is, license required means you need to own the game. You need to own the game in order to play it on this service. So The Witcher 3, for instance, I need to own this game, or Euro Truck Simulator, I need to own this game in order to play it. You need to either own it through Steam or through Epic. Those are the two options. So you'll notice as well on these games pictures, there's a Steam icon, and this one there's an Epic icon. I like to use SnowRunner as an example. This is how you search up games, by the way, so you don't have to scroll endlessly. If we type in snow, this is my most favorite example to use, is SnowRunner, because SnowRunner, they have both versions of the game on Boosteroid. Um, so yeah, you want to make sure you're playing the one that you own. Because if I click play on Epic, even though I don't own it on Epic, if I click play, it's going to take me to the Epic login and log into Epic, and then it's going to try to play the game, and they go, you don't own the game, so it's not going to let me play it. I own it on Steam, so if I click play, they'll take me to the Steam login, and then I can play it from there. And that's how that works. So, and you don't need to install any of these games on your device. Don't worry. You're not going to take up your phone's storage because these games are massive. I doubt like most of these games wouldn't fit on a phone because they're literally gigabytes and gigabytes and gigabytes worth. So yeah, you don't have to worry about installing any of that stuff. So the other thing to be aware of is cloud saves. If a game does not have cloud saves available, um, that is a fault of the developers of the game, not a fault of Boosteroid. This is because certain games, let's go to my games here, certain games like 7 Days to Die and Dyson Fair programs are just to name a few, don't have cloud saves. So basically, if I click on this, you're going to notice this little thing right here that says local saves. Even though we don't have cloud saves available on this game, if I go to play this game on Boosteroid, my save is going to be on their servers. That way, I can still access it because Boosteroid doesn't have access to your PC and your personal files. It doesn't have access to your personal files on the device you're using it on. It's just a way to use internet in order to play those games. So um, that's why. So it's not going to access your computer in order to pull your local save because cloud saves aren't available. It can't do that. So that's why. Uh, so yeah, if I play this game, my save will be local. But just to be aware, you'll probably if you end up losing that save, that's just the way it is. Because Dyson Sphere Program and 7 Days to Die, their devs don't. They haven't enabled cloud saves for some reason. It's such a weird thing. Like most games on Steam have cloud saves now. It's just so you shouldn't have to worry about that, but you'll probably run into that eventually trying to play a game. But things like Satisfactory, like what we're playing right now, cloud saves. It's got cloud saves available. I'm able to load my game as you could see here. And I click into the game here, and I click load game. My two main saves are on here. I got a creative save, which I don't even have to worry about that anymore because of update 8. And then I've got my main channel save, which we're going to be testing out today. Um, But yeah, that's just the way it is. It's just cloud saves everything. Also, like you heard me talk about mods earlier, mods are not available. They want you to play the game as intended. There's a few exceptions to the rule. This comes with uh, Steam's mods, workshop content. There we go. Couldn't think of the name for some reason. Workshop content. If you have a game that has workshop content on it, you're fine. It'll automatically download that in order to play the game, or it should. That's usually how Steam Workshop works. I don't know how Epic works. I don't own any games on Epic, so um, that's just how that is. So yeah, just be aware of that. Um, anyway, anyway, uh, yeah, like I said, mods, or if the game like SnowRunner has a mod manager built in, um, that's obviously the way the game's intended. But there's no third-party software, usually no mods, so um, that's just another thing to be aware of. Okay, so back over here to the main page, there also is a store called Fanatical, which is just like Steam or Epic. It has its own deals and stuff like that. Sometimes Fanatical they sell like games packs and stuff like that too. You can buy that has games in them, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just it's another store to buy games. They'll give you either Steam or Epic keys depending on the game you buy. And if you don't know how to activate those on Steam or Epic, there's two how-tos right here that will help you do that right on their main page. So just be aware of that they you can buy them on Fanatical as well. So and they also have the list of Fanatical games or games you can buy on Fanatical. So they have the list right here. Pretty sure you can search it and stuff like that too. The other thing to be aware of is internet. Internet's very important, like we had tested there. If you do not have a strong enough connection, you're going to have some issues. Depending on your internet connection is depending on the issues you're going to have. If your internet's really really good, you'll be like me, where every now and again you have little, maybe like a stutter, or maybe there'll be a little bit of input lag, but no big deal for most of it. Um, it runs perfectly fine. Or if you have really bad internet, it's going to be like um, trying to watch stuff on streaming services, um, where it'll be, you know, either buffering or lagging and buffering, or it'll be poor quality. Because what Boosteroid does is the streaming service, when you start losing internet connection, it starts lowering down the quality of the stream of your gameplay experience in order to keep that connection, because that connection is very very important. If you lose connection, lose internet out entirely, and the session closes, you lose your save progress. So that's why they are very adamant about keeping that connection. So they're going to lower the quality and until there's no more lowering, and then boom, it's gone. Or it'll lower the quality, keep the connection, and then when your internet bounces back to being good again, it'll up the quality again back to where it was. Um, a lot of streaming services do that too. It takes a lot more internet than say streaming a movie or a video or a TV show, whatever, because the technology. Um, when I'm clicking into this game and I'm like doing this, just doing that, I'm sending my information out there to this computer halfway across the planet, which is then mimicking my movements of my keyboard and mouse, and then sending it back to me within milliseconds. That's all happening within milliseconds. Um, Not within seconds, within milliseconds. It's pretty crazy that right now, just by moving my mouse, I'm on a PC that's halfway across the planet. Pretty freaking crazy. I got a little bit of lag there. You can see that in the top right. A little bit of connection issues. You can see that. Oh yeah, look at my latency. It was 100 and some. Yeah, when it gets up that high, it starts stuttering. Come on, steady out, internet. Uh, yeah, you have to have really good internet in order to do this type of stuff. Which my internet is probably subpar comparatively, especially when it comes to that latency. That latency can get quite crazy sometimes. But anyway, and now we're going to talk about pricing. So these are the two prices right here. If you're unfamiliar with this currency, this is in euros, just so that you can do the translation within Google or whatever in order to find out the actual pricing for you. if you don't use euros. This is 9.89, and this one's 89.89 because this one's a year, this one's a month. There's no difference between this other than this one's a month, this one's a year. That's the only difference between these two options. There is no, well, if you get this one, you're only going to get this, and if you get this one, you're only going to get this, um, or you'll get all of this. There is no difference other than one you pay for this one for a month and then pay for this one for a year. This one says start because I would recommend when you're first starting out and you don't really know what to expect, your internet tests good. With the internet tester up here, you got games you want to play, things like that um, on your device. What I would do is I start out with a month, so that if things go terribly wrong, you're not out that much. Or if and in certain situations, Boosteroid will um, offer a refund, but that's only according to their terms and conditions on refunds. So uh, yeah, that's just one of the things. But yeah, so that's the only difference. With either of these options, you get unlimited play session time, so you can play your games as long as you want. You play for 5 minutes or 5 hours. Does not matter to Boosteroid. There is no session limits, so you can be on that computer as long as you want. The only thing is that they have a 10-minute inactivity timer, and at 8 minutes, or they have a 10 minutes of inactivity before it cancels their session and logs you out of that computer. At 8 minutes, it'll give you a warning, um, and if you let that warning continue or you end the session right there, you'll lose all on your save progress if it did not sync. So just be aware of that. That's the only thing. The only timer there is the inactivity timer. They don't want you taking up a computer for hours if you're not playing the game. Um, just that's just one of the things. The stream quality is 1080p 60 FPS. That's the currently highest they have right now. They are working on some better ones for the future. Hopefully they'll have those soon. I keep saying that, but hopefully they'll have those soon because they're still working on a lot of that stuff. So they've got a lot on their plate right now. But they are working through it. Just gotta give them time. Um, so if you want to know what this roughly translates to in dollars, for me, because I'm in the U.S., this is about 10.75 a month. This one's just under $100 for the year. These are uh, yeah, one-time payments, I believe. You can do payment where it reoccurs, stuff like that. If you have any discount codes, though, before you buy any of them, make sure that you enter the discount code first and click that apply button, and it'll apply the appropriate discount to either one or both of these, depending on the code it is um, and what it does. And then you go and buy it, and that's how to do that. So, and yeah, like I said, no difference between either of these other than this one's a month, this one's a year. And you get unlimited graphics settings. You can set the graphics to whatever you want. But anyway, uh, back to the main page. So back on our main page here, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about on Booster itself. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the game now. Click over on our games tab here. Back into the game. So I wanted to play this game, obviously to kind of test. My internet might screw me over here a little bit, so if my game doesn't work or isn't working correctly, we will go and start a new game and play it that way um, as well. So I guess we'll give her a go and see how it works. And whatnot. Should be fun though. Hopefully we'll be able to play on that game because you know how my game struggles, or my PC struggles with my game. I want to see how their PCs are. So I wanted to get a look at the options here, and I wanted to do this on camera just to see what their defaults are. I did have to adjust the audio because the menu music um, is copyrighted, so I had to turn that off. Of course, that's why there's no music in this one. Um, so let's go to video. Okay, so it's automatically set max FPS to 1,000,000. We can't have that. I gotta cap it at 60 because my refresh rate. I use a TV as as a monitor for my PC. So if the max FPS is over that, it's going to screen tear. So we're going to avoid that. We'll go click apply on that one. Looks like they're already set at ultra just as default, which is pretty good. That gives me hopes. Let's go foliage distance. Let's up that to cinematic. My computer can do that, so I'm sure theirs can too. Good motion blur's already off. Looks like it's an NVIDIA card because it's using NVIDIA DLSS. I don't think you can use NVIDIA DLSS without an NVIDIA card. I can use NVIDIA DLSS as well because I have an NVIDIA card. Um, Looks like it's balanced. Let's turn that up to quality. Give us a little bit better quality there. Click apply there. We won't go too crazy on the graphics. We do want VSync. Definitely want VSync. Um, Very helpful. Let's turn off the dithering because I hate that. And lumen. I might leave that off for now. And then once we get into game and everything's working, then we'll turn it on and see what it looks like. See if that, because my computer can handle lumen, but that doesn't mean theirs can. Even though everything's already set. Okay. Gameplay. Creature hostility. We're going to turn that on to retaliate. And network quality. We're not playing multiplayer, so it doesn't matter. Leave that. Okay, head bobbing is off. Autosave notifications. We'll turn off the break notification. I like that. I like that not many games would do this, but like, you should probably take a break. You've been playing for this many hours. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and apply that as well. So user interface looks like it's all default. Um, I might just, well, let's edit this one at the very least. So I like white for mine. Um, Tooltips scaler. Can we turn off tooltips? The radial menus. Dark mode. That's fine. I need to enable dark mode. Enable makes the progression UI at the top corner. Use small inventory slots. Uh, let's do this one. That's fine. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. I think we'll stick with that. Sorry about that, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of show the process here. I usually, like I said, I usually leave all these normally, other than this one I like to turn white. The reason is because the outputs on splitters and mergers and machines, just, anything like that, it has blue arrows which match, so it's pretty hard to tell where the arrows are going. So I like to use white so that it's easier. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and load game and get on in there. All right, and here we are. So this is where I got to in the series. This one's not going to be an official game to our series. We're going to keep this one separate, but I just wanted to test it out. Oh, there goes my internet. You can see in the top right, my internet's not having a good time. And in the top left, the latency is 160. Woo! It's steadying back out. Well, kinda. Come on, internet. Steady. Oh, no. I think I'm stretching out their PCs a little bit much. Maybe once things get loaded, maybe it'll be a little bit easier. You can see it steadies out, and then we're just going to pull up the FPS here. Stat FPS. There you go. See the FPS in the top right. Of course, we are here in the. Oh, there goes my internet. Uh-oh. 173. Whew. It's getting bad. Oh, yes. So that's the decode FPS, because you can see the FPS in the top right of the game, about 47, around 50, about 45 to 50. That's about average. Okay, so it's clearly not the game. It's my internet. That makes sense. Why is my internet so bad today? I don't know why the latency is so high. Like it steadies out sometimes, and then sometimes it just goes nope, like there. It just goes nope. Yeah, we might be playing on a brand new game here, but I just wanted to check this out. Uh, oh man. Woo, buddy. Go ahead and fly along our cables here. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Oh, there goes their FPS. This is a hard world to run. I'll give you that. I don't expect their PCs to run it perfectly either. But we want to get into the city because I really want to test this. Um, I wish I could pull up what do you call it? Um, the freaking activity window. What was it called? I can't pull up their task manager. The task manager. Yes, that's what I wanted to use. I can't pull up task manager because that isn't allowed. Um, because I just don't have access to it. I don't even have access to the PC's pictures anymore either. I used to be able to take screenshots and then just take that screenshot and put it on my computer, but um, they don't allow that anymore either, which is fine. I understand. They don't want you accessing the PC that you're using. They don't want you accessing those files on the actual PC itself, which, again, totally understandable. Oh, there's the FPS dropping a bit. Yeah, this area is usually pretty bad um, for my PC. I'd be running about 10, maybe 15 FPS at the most. It's running not too bad though. It seemed to have stabled out my internet. I'm actually surprised though that it is. Well, I guess it's not surprising. They probably have like 4090s already in most of these computers. It's actually running pretty good. So now we're gonna turn on Lumen. I gotta hit escape twice. There we go. And then I gotta click into the game. Okay, yeah. Let's turn on Lumen and see. Let's see how far we can push this. Uh, okay, we have Lumen. Okay, that's able to back out. That dropped their FPS a little bit more. There we go. A little bit annoying playing with the settings on Boosteroid. It's doing the same thing mine does, my PC. Um, let's see how the autosaves are. Just like my computer. Okay, so my computer, the autosaves are not my computer's fault. That's good to know. This is what my computer does. Every when I'm recording my normal series, and I have an autosave, the autosave I have to cut out the autosave because it literally takes this long to save the freaking game. Holy crapolas! This game world is big. I'll give it that. But damn, I'm glad it's not my PC's issue. It is literally this game's issue. Okay. Here's the autosave. Uh, that's actually funny. I love it. All in all, though, I give it an 8 out of 10 for handling this world. Oh man, this one handles DLSS a lot better than mine does. My computer, the DLSS um, makes everything blurry. We might try TSR. TSR is a little bit of a better system. Let's go options. Oh, there goes the latency again. Video options. Now, I know that there's a crash with TSR, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to none first. I'm going to apply that. Yeah, working within the menus is a little bit weird. And then we'll go TSR. No. And I gotta go to none again. Yeah, there's a little bit of input lag when interacting with the menu. Makes sense though, my latency is pretty high. TSR. Yeah, I have to be easy with it. Click back in the game. Yeah, it still has TSR still handles it better than my computer does. Yeah, good. And it's a good test. Good test to see if what my computer's doing and what their computer's doing. See how much different it is. Yeah, it handles this area much better than mine does. Even though it's about 20 some FPS, mine in this area is about 10 FPS. So that is good to know. I might switch that back to. I lost power. Oh yeah, see, it does what my computer does too. Whenever I lose power connection to like the backpack or uh, connecting up these power poles here, the game lags a little bit. Yeah, navigating the options is a little bit weird. When I hit escape, I get this little, that little icon. Just like such strange. Options. Let's go back to video. Now, see, when the latency's around 60, it works pretty good. But... And we got to go to none again. Because there's a current bug with update 8 that you have to go to none each time if you want to switch. Otherwise, the game crashes. Yeah. What about no upscaling? Let's try no upscaling. Or no downscaling, I mean. Sorry. No downscaling. Video DLSS. That's what it's meant for. Huh. DLSS is better than TSR. Interesting. The FPS is a little bit higher. Nice. Oh, we could play this music. Completely forgot. Like, I don't know why we're not playing music right now. I've been carrying around the radio and just never turned it on. Yeah, pretty good. And like I said, this is not going to be an official episode. I just wanted to test this out and stuff. And if everything was working good, I wanted to build us a project here that doesn't have anything to do with this series as far as progression, because this is just my main game series. So, like, I'm actually thinking about starting a new game. I think that'd be pretty good too. Yeah, we might start a new game just to go back to the main menu. Uh-oh. Oh, it's lost sound. There we go, it's back. Yeah, probably just gonna cut out that autosave. The first autosave we'll leave that one in, but I'm gonna cut that last one out. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, looks pretty good. I was like, well, you know what we could do? We could do like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to start a new game with that or if I want to do like creative mode. That might be pretty cool to test out, but not sure. Land, please. There we go. But again, yeah, like I say, 8 out of 10 for handling my world. And it handles it better than my PC does, so that tells me that they've got some good technology going on. And you don't understand just how big this world is until we get up on top of that water tower. We're gonna go up on top of this water tower. I don't mean the game world. I don't mean the game's like crafted world. I mean like how big my save is. Is really is a testament to their technology as their computers that they have. So we're gonna fly all the way up, go up on top of the water tower. Keep flying. We won't be able to fly much higher than this, but you see we're already losing power. Woo! As soon as I look down, I look up, the FPS goes about 40. I look down, there goes all my FPS, sucked away in an instant. Makes sense. It's all the shadows and stuff it's trying to render. That's how big my city is. And this is just the city. This isn't the rest of the world. Look, there's still... oh, jeez. There's still more stuff over there. I wonder if it's Lumen causing it to do that. I don't know. I'm sure I'm warming up their system pretty good. They're probably running over to this PC with fire extinguisher. Put it out! Just imagine that. But we won't keep their system warmed up for too much longer. Yeah, this is just how big my world is. There's still plenty of stuff over there to look at. There's a massive hub over there, plenty of train lines and network and stuff like that, all to power this city. And my nuclear power plant, which is right over there. Let's see how much I can see of it. You can see the cooling towers just slightly by that cliff. A little more height. No. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and start us a brand new game, so we stop. we can stop overheating their PC. Green one's a radiation train. That's why I'm taking radiation damage. And it carries uranium. Anyway, let's go ahead and go over into a brand new world, shall we? Okay, here we are back at the main menu. Whew. Letting their PC cool down a minute. Anyway, we're going to start a brand new game. I'm actually going to let's go to this creative world right here. Nah, just leave it. We'll just start a brand new game. It's fine. We're going to be doing desert start. I like desert. I like the Dune Desert. It's very fun. Should we skip intro? Or should we just start the brand new game as if we've never played it? Yeah, we'll start the brand new game as if we never played it. Um, just in case this is your first time seeing this game. Advanced settings. Nah, we'll leave that off. It's fine. But yeah, brand new game. We just need to enter. No! Just trying to click down here. What is it? Oh, you know what it's doing? I bet you the actual cursor's right there, so it keeps going back. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. Man, interacting with this is very weird sometimes. Alright, what should we call this? Should we call this Boosteroid World? Since we're using Boosteroid. How about that, huh? Start brand new game. Yeah, we're gonna watch the intro and everything. I like the intro. The intro's really well. I wonder if they changed anything. I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen the intro in over a year. So let's see if they've changed anything. Oh, it doesn't show the beginning video.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video
Oh, there
is
we
a
go.
summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
I see daylight. Well, they haven't changed that. The screen just automatically changing. Oh, my internet's messing it up. Stop it, internet.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Well then, I love that intro. It's still so
Welcome
epic.
to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Yay, I feel so honored.
Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
Okay. Now that she's stopped talking. Yeah, if you've never seen that intro, it is pretty epic. I'll definitely agree. I love it. And the little screen changing thing's a little bit weird, but hopefully they'll fix that in 1.0. Yeah, anyway. It actually looked pretty good with Lumen on. It's actually pretty nice. So yeah, we disable the hub and then, or disable that, and then we go put the hub down. So we're gonna put the hub down probably in one of my more favorite spots.
All important Fixit data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Yep. So now they want you to hit O to open up the codex here, which will help you find stuff. Escape that.
Second objective: please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Yeah, well, we have them turned on to retaliate, so it
Third
should be good.
objective: Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Plenty of iron around here. Nice. There's some iron right here. Yeah, and see, since I have them on retaliate, they're not gonna attack me. Hello there, buddy. How you doing? You ain't gonna bother me any. So say this is a pure node, oh. That's right. We'll be coming back here eventually. Yeah, let's see how much we can get done within an hour. So yeah, it's still about 30-40 FPS. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's actually I have no idea why that would be. To be honest, could be Lumen. Maybe their system doesn't handle Lumen well. I don't know. Should be handling it way better than me. Yeah. As long as the game stays under 70 latency, should be good. Love the Dune Desert though. One of my favorites. I love this area up by the waterfall. That's where I'm heading. It's a very, very nice area. There's a slug right there. Grab that. There's a beef for power shards later. Boop.
This semi-slug seems to emit unfamiliar energy readings which could potentially be retrofitted into Fixit technology. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
You're probably wondering, what the heck is that? We need a place to put down our hub, though. I think I might put down my hub over here by the lake. Get a nice view. There's a little lake right here. Yeah, this is such nostalgic for me too, because I remember the very first time coming to this area back in Update 5. I remember like asking if everything is just like, ooh, what's this? Is this gonna kill me? What the heck? I just assumed everything was gonna kill you. So yeah, we're gonna put down the hub right about here-ish. Well, maybe not there, and that's not a good spot for it. I kind of want it to lay flat-ish against the rocks. So now there's a new feature in Update 8 that allows you to hit the H key, and that locks the hologram in place. That way I can look around and see if it's where I want it. Yeah, see, this would have been not a good spot because it's kind of sitting off the ground. I mean, it's going to put legs on it, but I kind of want to nudge it. We're going to use the arrow keys for that. We're going to nudge it back. I actually kind of want to nudge it this way a little bit. Nudge it into the cliff side just a wee bit. Oh, that's into that rock. We may have to replace it. So I'm going to right click to cancel. Kind of want to place it like this though. If I can get it in a lower spot, like that almost, and then hit the H key and lock it in on that axis, or axis, sorry. Okay, that's as far as it wants to nudge. Oh, dang. Because that would have been perfect. Oops. I think this is a good spot to put it. Right on top of this flat rock here. There we go. So yeah, obviously this it's not completed. We're gonna have to build, but yeah, this looks like a pretty good spot.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal.
That's it.
Fifth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note, the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Yep. So what we do is we go over here, select hub upgrade 1, select milestone, that puts it in the top right, and it needs. Oh, this game is not going to like the menus because you have to hit escape a lot. uh, and Boosteroid just doesn't like that. If I hit tab, tab might work as a better alternative to that. So we need iron rods. So probably thinking, well, where are we going to get iron rods? There's no iron rods out here, and there's no iron rods in my inventory. So where we're going to get iron rods is we got to go mine. So we're going to scan for some iron here. That's the only thing we can scan for at the moment. I was like, there should be some iron over here really close. Is this copper? Oh no, this is limestone. That's right. That's limestone. But there was a... Did they change... They changed this area quite a bit. They sure did. Is this still iron though? This used to be iron. This over here. There was 2 iron nodes over here. What are these now? Oh, they're still iron. Okay, good. It's like, I knew there was iron nodes. I wonder why they didn't scan. And it popped on the scan. So, and we just mine it by hand. We gotta get rid of that central node for later. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead and mine all this. And let's go back to the hub. And back at the hub, we access the craft bench here. We go iron. Oops. And the latency is a little bit of an issue for me. And we're gonna make iron ingots with our little oven here, basically. Alrighty then. So um, that is all of the iron ingots made. So now we just need to make 10 rods. So select the rods. And don't worry if you make too many, like I just did. I'm just going to use open inventory to cancel stuff. It's just going to be everything's going to be used eventually. So, and we can just shift click this into place. Then hub upgrade. There we go. So now we've got that one. Now what it's going to tell us.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage.
Sweet.
Sixth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Okay, so it wants us to make the equipment workshop, so we're going to go production tab. As you see, we got a craft bench we can place anywhere, and then we got the equipment workshop. So we need 6 plates and 4 rods. So we're going to make 4 rods and 6 plates. There they are. Yeah, a little bit of a syncing issue here. Probably gonna put that right there so we can access it. And it's got some trees in there, some bushes and stuff. We'll take care of those eventually. Yeah, and we can make portable miners like I was talking about. So 2 plates and 4 rods. I want to make. How many do I want to make of these? Sorry, right mouse button. I'm going to add this to the to-do list. I'm trying to figure out how many I want to make. Probably 2 per node, so 2, 4, 6. And when we exit out, if you look at the right side, we've got our little to-do list here. So we need 12 plates and 24 rods. So it does the math for us. But if you ever need a calculator, you can hit the N key and you can type in anything you want. So um, as well. So it was 2 plates per miner, let's say. It's 2 plates per miner, and we wanted 6 of them. So times 6 gives you 12. Isn't that a cool thing? Love that. Love that there's a calculator built into the game. Okay, so we need to make 12 plates. We're probably going to have to go get some more iron here. Yeah, because we only have enough for 12 rods. So let's go get some more iron. There's our iron node. This one's an impure one. What was the other one? Already forgot. Or was that the one? Well, both of these are probably impure, huh? Yeah, impure there. And impure as well. Yeah, that's what we got at the moment. So you can just sit here and mine with your hand. Okay, now that I have my iron, which I've got 100 here, we'll go ahead and turn that into ingots real quick. I say real quick. It's gonna be a minute. And done. Alright. And now we just gotta make the plates, or the rods, I mean, as well. So rods. Just need 24 of them. Won't take very long at all. So the goal is to do as little handcrafting as possible. That's basically what you're trying to do here. And it's also nighttime, so we do have a flashlight. Oh, look at the sand reflecting off the light, off the flashlight. That's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, this game does look much better after update 8. So good. So now I'm going to make my 6 portable miners. And there's 6. Right, sweet. I know you keep saying that Boosteroid Ad because control your pointer. Oh, there we go. It's just because I keep alt-tabbing and stuff like that. Like if I alt-tab right now, look at that. It brings up the overlay. It's just the way it is. So now what we're gonna do is instead of this in our hand slot, we're gonna put a portable miner there instead. So we got ourselves a little portable miner. Look at him. I'll just run over to the nodes here. So this is a limestone node. We haven't really discovered what limestone nodes do yet, but I have almost 2,000 hours in this game. So, it's all impure over here. What the heck did they do? What the heck, devs? Changed this so much. No, I don't want to. Oh, you don't have to hold it anymore. Put this down. There we go. Hold on. Let's remove this center. Perfect. So that miner's gonna go to town. I didn't show you guys the animation because I was too busy trying to get rid of that. Yeah, I'll put one down here. This is the animation. Love these little miners. The animation, this is like I say Coffee Stain is definitely the king of animation when it comes to Satisfactory, or when it comes to factory games in general. They're just the kings of animation, man. Putting character into their game as far as the machines and stuff go. Because as I've often said before, Factorio is the granddaddy of factory games. Like that is the one that started it all, just about. Anyway, I wouldn't say definitely not completely started it all, but they were definitely the ones that definitely took the genre of factory games and made it made it a very popular thing. So I'm going to throw down 2 nodes there on that iron, and they're just going to mine away for me. I don't have to no longer hand mine if I don't want to. It takes a little bit of patience, but running through the desert at night. There should be a copper node over here. Hold on. I haven't been to the desert in a while, so remembering where these nodes are is a little bit harder for me. Is that it? There's our copper node. It's like I knew it's around here somewhere. What's this one? Impure as well? Come on, man. I'm just gonna remove this. So it's like a bluish green. Oops. Then yeah, we're gonna put 2 miners on this. I'm getting a little bit of a head start on the tutorial here. That's okay. I could have skipped the tutorial, but I was like, oh, why not? The tutorial in this game is actually pretty fun. And it does actually teach you some good things. There's a slug right there. You see the slugs, they glow at night. We want to grab these whenever you can, but just be careful. There's usually stuff guarding these, whether that be animals or those things that give off toxic gas. This is rock. Ooh, we got some quartz already.
This mineral shows purity levels akin to synthetic quartz manufactured on Earth and can be used to improve communication and exploration technologies. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Keeps talking about the MAM. And we don't even know what the MAM is yet. Is this in the middle of the... Let's go for a swim. Night. We're going for a skinny dip. Night. What is this? I don't remember a node thing being here before. Is this looks like Caterium. Caterium is basically gold.
New technologies can be developed based on this new superconductive gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Nice. Yeah, while we're waiting for that stuff to mine, we're just gonna kind of do some exploring here. Yeah, these are spitters. These things, if you attack them, they spit fireballs at you. They're not fun to deal with, especially in packs. Or the bigger ones. I wonder if we can find some sulfur anywhere. Sulfur also gives a little message. There's a little cave. Is it over here? No. It's somewhere. So what happens if I pick up this limestone? Yeah, it's not going to say anything. Because I already picked up limestone, so... That's okay. Let's grab it real quick. Okay, so it wants us to complete hub upgrade too, so we'll go do that. We should have the iron now. Or we do have the iron. To make into ingots. Or not ingots. Oh yeah, ingots. We could make all the ingots, I feel like. So we need, let's exit out of this. Let's go hub upgrade 2. There's 6 hub upgrades, if I remember right, unless they've changed it. Select milestone, so this gives it, so we need 20 rods and 10 plates. That's easy enough, right over here. And there's the 10 rods or the 20 rods and 10 plates, which we'll then throw in here. Boop and boop. And launch. Or launch. that I tell later. There's another hub upgrade. Very nice.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature, Biomass Burner. Scanner Feature, Copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively.
Yep.
7th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note. Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set.
Yeah.
Advice. Automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
Hmm. So it's telling you what to do there. So we're gonna do upgrade 3, which requires the wire. So now we got to start using our copper. We could ran through that real quickly, but first we're gonna make ourselves a smelter. We're gonna make two of them, two different smelters, because there's two different. There's iron and copper, so we need to make some wire. So we did pick up some copper, so we can make some copper ingots. Okay, there's our copper ingots, which we can turn copper ingots into copper wire. So we're going to do that. There's our copper wire. Now we can turn that into cable too, which we will. We'll mark ourselves like 10 cables. There you go, because we don't want to use all of our wire here. And then we need to make. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And you see this little plus icon here. We can click these. We're going to click this twice. So that gives us, okay, we need 16 wire and 10 rods. So we can go ahead and make those iron rods. Okay. Um, so then we're going to make, so just out here on the sand, we're going to make ourselves 2 smelters. And we'll put them, I don't know, right about there. That should do. I'm going to hold control so that this lines up next to the other one. We put it on this side so that they're at the same level. Okay. There we go. Now they're at the same level. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're probably going to need some more rods. I'm going to go get some more rods because we're going to build some power poles. I'm pretty sure we can build power poles. And then we'll build some plates. We don't need plates, but we are going to need plates. Okay. Also, the other thing is I'm going to put in here. I'm going to put the rock quartz, and I'm going to put the caterium and the slugs because those aren't useful right now. So, and my inventory is very limited. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take a power cable. Oh, we can't build rods, or we can't build power poles yet. Oh. Okay then. I guess we're only able to power one. And we had to power it directly because I have no power poles. I haven't been to the beginning of the game in so long. Over a year I have not been to this section. Okay, so we need 4 megawatts, which this one puts out 20, so we don't have to worry. Now, if you're wondering how to get biomass is basically going to be trees and leaves and stuff like that. So what you do is just go around, hold E. You can just, yeah, you don't have to press it. You can just hold it. Just cleaning up the area, getting all this. We're not able to do the trees yet because we don't have a chainsaw, so we're just gonna have to wait for that. That's okay. Clean up this area, make it look more like a desert. And you're gonna want to collect a bunch of this because we're gonna need it. These little tufts of grass. Sorry, buddy, I'm taking all your food. And these little tufts of grass as well. And we're going to clean up this area too, with our workshop here. There we go. And I'm still holding E, by the way. Still holding E. I have not let go of the E key yet. But like I said, we want to collect as much of this as possible. This is going to be so useful. We're going to be doing biomass for a while, so it's always good to get a bunch. This is also why I kind of parked my butt over here, so I can have biomass. Now, obviously, wood provides more biomass than leaves do, but that's okay. I wonder if can we make biomass or do we have to use the leaves first? Gosh, it's been so long since I've been to this part of the game. Oh yeah, we got a since that last upgrade, we have a little building now. It's empty, but you know, it's here. It's like it's here. Uh, it's like, can we make the biomass? No, we cannot. Okay, so we have to burn straight leaves. That's okay. Um, that's why we collected a lot. I can't remember because, like I said, this part of the game is very foreign to me. So we're going to insert our fuel. That's immediately going to turn on. Now, biomass burners only burn what they need. This is why it's burning so slow. It only burns what it needs in amounts of wattage. So, let's say one leaf powers 20 watts per minute. Then that's just a number I pulled out of my butt, by the way. That's not actually the number. But let's say it's one leaf per 20 megawatts per minute. It burns one leaf per minute, which this one burns 80 per minute, so it's way higher than that. But that's at 20 watts. But this is why it's burning so slowly, is because I'm only using 4 to power my machine here. And it's not even turned on yet. So we're going to go over here. We're going to select iron. Probably iron. Wait, what do I have as far as ore goes? I don't have any ore, so that's all right. We'll go get some. So as you may remember, we had put down these little portable miners. These little portable miners have been mining away and they get full of inventory. So we're just going to grab all of that. And this is limestone. It's not exactly what we need, but we will be needing it. And then I think just mine. I have to keep opening the inventory because hitting escape is not really an option here. I mean, it is, but it's also it's more of a pain in the butt when it comes to Boosteroid. You know, I mean, I would like to see what this game would be like on a phone, just to see how well it would work. Because I've never tried the different devices and stuff. That'd be really cool to test out. It's like I have a phone, but the problem is, my main issue with that is I don't have a controller for my phone. I don't have a way to play this game on a phone. That's kind of the other thing you need. As far as I know. Oh, there is a closer node. I knew there was. Such an idiot. What is this? Oh, this is a normal node as well. Okay. That's right. We'll take the copper off of this. And we'll remember this node is here. It's like I knew there was a close. It has been a while since I've been to the desert. The current series on our main playthrough is over in the grasslands. The first 2 games I played in the desert here that were on a series, and then I played a private game with a friend that we finished the game, with a few friends actually. We finished the game. We started here, and then we also did the Northern Forest and stuff like that. I've completed this game 4 times, or almost 4 times, I should say. Like all the way to the end type of finishing. Getting what they call the golden coffee cup, which is the end of the game. I wonder if they're gonna add. Whoops, I'm hurting myself here. I wonder if they're gonna add more. I'm hoping they're gonna add more phases, because you gotta add more progression than it is right now. You just have to. Okay, so since we have a smelter that is powered, we can put in this iron right here, and it will make iron ingots for us way faster than we can make ourselves. Well, maybe it does 30 per minute. I don't know what our rate is, but we can also make it. Since we can only fit 100 iron in there, I'm just going to go ahead and make iron ingots with this, along with this machine real quick. Actually, I think we make it faster. So we can make it faster than the machine, but we don't have to make it. Plus, basically, I just doubled my the amount of iron that I have here. No big deal. I mean, yeah, we went through a whole stack, and it only went through about half at the same rate. So we make 60 per minute, while this machine only makes 30 per minute. That's what I'm getting out of that. But yeah, we're gonna wait for this smelter to be done, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one to be copper, and we're going to throw in our 100 copper here. And then what I'm going to do is once this one's done, which will be done here in a minute, I'm going to swap from that one over to this one. What does this say? Caution, area under construction. Yeah. I really wish they'd move the man back into the hub, and then also on top of that have the other on top of that have the separate man. I don't know, just because I miss the man being inside the hub. I thought that was so cool having this nice technology just built inside of here, and then on top of that you could place the man anywhere else as well. Same with the equipment workshop. Maybe the equipment workshop should be built in to the hub as well somewhere. You could build like a second floor. I don't know. Maybe they have plans to incorporate that back in because it was a good place. Yeah. See, we're burning leaves now at a much more steady rate because we're using up some of the power. Okay, that one's done. So we're going to take those ingots out of there, and then we are going to run power. So we can press 2 on our hotbar there. As you can see, we can't daisy chain machines, and we can't hook 2 machines to this. We can only hook 1. So what we have to do is we have to remove the existing power line, which is going to turn off the biomass burner completely because it's not hooked to anything. And then we're going to power up the other one. And that will run this one. So we're going to make copper ingots along with this as well. Just so we have them. Don't worry about using the ore for anything else. The ore is not used for anything else right now, so you don't have to worry about that for a long time. Okay. And then copper ingots. Let's go. And done. Sweet. Alrighty. Oh, there we go. So now we've got all those ingots, and this one's still making ingots, which is alright. Okay. So now that we've kind of gotten this stage done, let's go ahead and do a hub upgrade 3, which is 20 iron plates, 20 rods, and 20 wire. Okay, that's all the materials. I'll shove them all in here. And upgrade. Sweet. Getting a bit more to it. We got some color.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Scanner Feature Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively.
Yeah. Now we can make
8th
concrete.
objective. Complete hub upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Alright, that's why we couldn't make poles, because we couldn't make concrete. Let's go ahead and make all this limestone into concrete. I actually want I want one more miner. One more portable miner. Reason is because it takes 3 limestone to make 1 concrete. So if I have 3 portable miners, that's 3 100 every time I go over there to empty them when they're full, and then I get 100 concrete every time. So I think that'll be a good idea. So we just needed, what was it, rods? Yeah, just needed like 4 rods. So we just need to make 1. Okay, then we'll go ahead and head over. Yeah, I'm so slow. Don't have me legs. So you see me like running and sliding a lot. This is actually one of the fastest ways to travel while on foot. Is to jump, hold crouch, slide, jump, hold crouch, slide, hold jump, hold crouch, slide, jump, Oh crap! It's because when you go from crouching to jumping, you get a little boost forward. The game gives you a little boost forward in speed. So, and you keep doing that, and then you'll hit like a velocity point, and you just go faster. It's not crazy fast, like unrealistically fast, like too unrealistic, I guess. But especially with the legs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go. I just wanted that one limestone. And I'm gonna put a portable miner down. So we gotta put it with our hands. There she goes. Okay, we'll just let that go. And we gotta make. See how much faster the autosave is when you got nothing in your world. Um, do we have any more? We don't have any more copper. Okay. This one, yeah, we'll take those 100 ingots out. Let's go get some iron and some copper, and we'll put it in those miners. There's a little bit of copper here. Take this out. You'll find these little nodes everywhere. Just mine on them until they disappear, like that. Grab some leaves too. You know, and you can't build over those. That's why I'm removing them, because you just can't build with them. Okay. We're just gonna take all and take all. Okay. Then we're gonna go over to our copper node, which is just over here. All right. Here's our copper. Grab all. And grab all. Back over to the hub. Put the iron in here. And the copper in here. So just get going. Alright, so now that we've unlocked power poles, now we need to make concrete, which is just down here. Okay, let's make our concrete. Okay, so now that I've made all of that, I turned all the copper into copper wire, and then made a bunch of cable as well with it. And then also made some more iron rods and some more iron plates, stuff like that. And then, yeah, we got our concrete too, so that should be enough to make some power poles. So instead of switching between these two machines, now what I can do, and it can stop the clipping as well, is I can make power poles, power pole Mark 1. So what I'm going to do is instead of just putting pole down, I'm going to take a power line. I'm going to stick it right there, and then now we can connect to both, and then we're going to pull this power cable over here, and then we're going to pull one more over here. I know it's a bit excessive, but that's okay. I think it's fine. And then we're going to pull a power pole right there, and then connect to that. So now we're running both at the same time, which instead of 4 megawatts, it's going to be 8 megawatts. So we need to remember that it's 20 megawatts max on that. So if we go over that, it's going to trip a breaker. So now we'll take those ingots. And now we don't have to make iron and copper ingots ourselves. We still will, but just to double our output for right now. Like I'll still go and go, okay, here's my copper ingots and stuff like that. But I don't have to make them all myself anymore. I can make some in the machine or some in the smelter and some by hand, just to double my output and kind of speed up the game a little bit for myself. All right, so with all of that, I was able to make a whole lot of wire, a whole lot of cable, a whole lot of iron plates and iron rods. We still got our concrete too, so very nice. And also I noticed that when I turn on Lumen, I get about half the FPS. It's a little over half. It's about 40 some, 50 some. This particular machine might not be able to handle Lumen, which is fine. That's just fine with me. Lumen's an extra, so it's not like it's absolutely needed. That's okay. Like I said, So I'm gonna put up these leaves because we don't need, or sorry, flower petals. Flower petals you will need later if you like putting stickers on things, or not stickers, but designs, I guess you could say, like on foundations and whatnot. And those leaves we'll go ahead and put back here for the burning. As well as, do we have anything new? Oh, we have constructors. Constructors are new. What the heck is that? That was weird. Guess it was some kind of neighbor walking by with a radio, I guess. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Um, See, that's why they allowed us to make screws so that we could put down constructors. But we're not to that point yet, right? We could be. We could set that up. As far as production wise, but I kind of want to get the hub upgrade first. So hopefully we have enough here for hub upgrade 4, which we do. Okay, just some iron plates, some cable, and some concrete. Upgrade. Sweet. And we got new buildables.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots.
Good.
Ninth objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Yep. Anything else, Ada? No? Okay, we're good. So production, we still cannot, but we do have belts now, so that allows us to go from one machine to another with those belts, which is pretty good. But we're gonna kind of ignore that for right now. We're just gonna go straight to this upgrade. Hub upgrade 5. Share getting there. Very nice.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building, miner mark 1.
Nice.
Building, storage container. Hub feature, additional biomass burner. 10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
Love that. Hub upgrade 6. Oh, we almost have enough to do it. We should. Well, we should just go for it. Yeah, we're gonna need some more iron though. Okay, so let's go get some more concrete and some more. We'll just make the rounds here. Grab our resources. I'm also gonna pick up the miners too while we're over here. This game still looks good without Lumen. It's just Lumen is a nice thing to have. Like, let me show you. So you see, it's capped around 60 FPS at the current moment. And then as soon as we go into options, video, sorry. And then we turn on Lumen. It doesn't matter if you turn it on to medium or to high. It does the same FPS. High just makes it a little better. So you might sacrifice some frames there, but so we're still around 50, almost 60 FPS. You can kind of see there. Now we're about 40 some FPS. The game looks better, as you can see. It looks more defined and stuff like that. Everything blends together better, but yeah, it's just not possible anymore. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and pick up these guys because these guys go into making the miner Mark 1. So we need them, and we need to pick them up anyway. Plus, the miner Mark 1 cannot go down on a node if these are in the way. Only one machine going down at a time. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're gonna head across the desert over to our copper node as well.
I do like Lumen though. Lumen, oh, it makes everything look so much better. Maybe I'll turn off or maybe I'll turn off the other thing. Not TSR, but NVIDIA DLSS. Maybe that'll give us our frames back. Let's turn this on to none. No, doesn't do anything. Okay. I was just curious. Yeah, the FPS isn't any different. Alright. I was just, like I said, just curious. Where's our copper? Oh, our copper's over here, isn't it? Just over this little hill. Yeah, there it is. We'll go for we'll mine on that other node first because this is an impure node, so we're gonna get less basically. Okay, so pick up miner, pick up miner. Okay, so now we've got all of our iron, our copper, and our whatchamacallit, and our limestone, our whatchamacallit. So we're going to have the machines over here. We're going to throw in iron, which is going to immediately start going. We're going to throw in copper. The reason I keep opening up my inventory is because it's easier than hitting escape with Boosteroids. So just the way it is. And then we're going to go to town on making ingots and concrete. So I guess we'll start with concrete first. Alright, and that's what I was able to make with all of that. A lot of cable, a lot of wire. Got some more rods and some more plates too. To finish off this one. Upgrade. I like doing this until I can get foundations and then I can start making factories, so that's just the way I play. You can play this however you like. It is not a problem. Let's do it. That should be the last one.
Congratulations, you have unlocked building space elevator, building biomass burner, part
It's a little broken.
biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Yep. As you can see, the hub is it's a little broken. We might go back to the main menu and that should fix that as well. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go back to the main menu and oh, maybe loading the game might do it. Let's go ahead and save here. Save, please. Oh, this is what is happening right now. It really doesn't want me to go over there, does it? All right, save. In case we ever come back to this. Okay, that is a little weird that it kept going over there, but okay, it is saved. So then what we're going to do is we're going to load the game. We're going to select this. And then we're going to select world. And we're going to load. And let's see if that fixes it. Okay, so yeah, it did fix it. That was looks like it was a fault of the game itself. That's not a fault of Boosteroid, definitely. It is update 8, and they are still having some issues. So, you know, looks like reloading did it though. So now you understand why I put the second power pole here. So there's our space elevator, by the way. Again, new miner Mark 1. We can now place biomass burners should we need extras. And we will need extras. And we also have storage containers. put down. But first, let's go ahead and power this. So now that's why I put a pole there, so I can connect both biomass burners. So now, instead of this system being able to provide 20 megawatts of capacity, it will now provide 40, because this one is also on the table, as far as, because both of these provide 20. Now, once you unlock the biomass burner, my advice is to not use the hub as a power source. Well, use it for a little bit, but then you stop using it, and then just have like make a little power uh, place for all your biomass burners. I suppose you could incorporate that into the hub too, but that's because the reason I say that is because these biomass burners, they provide 30 megawatts, while the ones on the hub only provide 20. So it's just like they're not really worth it. I can place down 2 of them and then get 60 instead of 40. I suppose if you put them both together, then it'd be 100 megawatts, but that's just besides the point. I like to make little power stations. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go space elevator. That's under special, and I'm going to click the little plus icon, and this tells me exactly what I need. So I need 500 concrete, 250 plates, 400 iron rods, and 1,500 ironing or copper wire. That is quite the load. But we're not going to be producing all that ourselves. We're going to be putting down miners and such. So this is where the game gets interesting. Once you get past the beginning portion of the game, when you're hand mining and handcrafting, this is where that's where the game does really pick up. That beginning portion, I think a lot of people turn off because it's very boring. They think that's all the game is, and it's not. That's not what the game is. The game is much better than that. It's just you just got to get to that portion. Unfortunately, there is going to be some hard labor because they want you to stop hand mining after a certain point, stop handcrafting, and start using machines. But they don't want you to have that power right away. So it's just the way it is. So we are going to do a little concrete factory over here. But it's just going to be it's not going to be anything fancy. Just I got a hog behind me, so that's not pointing. I want to point this directly to the west or to the east. So I'm facing west directly into the port. That looks good there. So perfect. Now it is going to be up high like that, but that's fine. We're not going to worry about that too much. So the one mistake I made when I was very first playing this game, I need to make some reinforced plating, but was I thought you had to smelt limestone in order to get concrete. Now you just need a constructor. So yeah, we're going to have to go back over here and take some of our iron rods and iron plates we made, and we have to turn those into reinforced plating. We're going to need 4 constructors, so we need 8 reinforced plates. So that's why the screws recipe is here, so we can make reinforced plating, which takes 6 plates and 12 screws per one. So like I said, we needed 8 reinforced plating, so we take that 12 and we times it by 2. So that's by 8, and that is 96 screws. 96 screws E. It won't. There we go. It's like it won't escape that for some reason. Boosteroid is having a little bit of trouble with the way these games work. If this game's one of the primary functions is hitting escape, any game like that, then you might have a little bit of an annoyance with it. But we can make 200 screws with our rods, so we are good there. We're just gonna make 96 screws, which I know these are bolts in a tub, but they call it screws in the game. They should just call it bolts, nuts and bolts. Whatever. Right, there's our 96 screws, and we can make 8 reinforced plates, which is good. So not too bad. And we're not going to work about the space elevator right now. What we want to do is we want to automate this process um, so that we can have a much better time. So the concrete as well. And all this requires power, by the way. But I want to get the concrete set up like right away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold control, and what that's going to do is it's going to line me up with the machine. Oh. Stay on page. What? Holding control? Oh, control W. I forgot. Okay, that's going to be an issue too if you're using a keyboard mouse. If you press Control W, it closes the window. At least it asks. This time it used to just close it out. So yeah, Control W does close. I think at least for Firefox, and you cannot change those keys. That's not something that's possible. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take this belt, go from here right into the machine, which we don't have enough iron plates. So we need to go get some more iron as well. So we're probably going to put down all the irons over here because we need iron plates in order to do a lot of the stuff we're trying to do, and iron rods as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down, we're not going to put down a miner because we need rods and concrete and stuff like that. We're just going to put down those, probably shouldn't have removed them to be honest. We're going to put down these guys, like 4 of them. Okay. Or 3 of them, I guess. Or no, 4. It would be 4. Okay. Because we just need an absolute crap ton of iron. Okay. So we're just going to let those miners go for right now. And we're going to go set up our copper. Because we're low on iron plates and on rods, I'm going to leave a lot of that construction out for right now. So here's our normal copper node that we had found. Probably the best way would be face it north. Yeah, because it's all downhill right here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and face it north. Now this one's going to give us a little bit more copper than the other node would have. So put a miner down. Oh, we're out of plates. We need plates for that. Okay, well we have to wait for that too. Never mind. All right, don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just one of those deals that takes a little bit to get up to that point. But once we get up to that point, it'll be smooth sailing. We can have everything made for us. We'll just wait for these miners to fill up, I guess, and then we'll go take it and start smelting down some ingots, and then getting some plates and some rods. Because iron is the most used material in the game. And then it goes iron, then copper, then limestone, and then coal, I think as well, because you use coal for power for a lot of different things, not only for power production but also for steel and a few other things like compact coal and black powder and all that crazy stuff. And then I think then it goes like quartz and bauxite. Quartz and then bauxite, or maybe bauxite and then quartz, because you use a lot of bauxite in aluminum production. And then quartz, and then or maybe quartz is used more. I'm not really sure. Those are kind of on the same line. And then you've got uranium, which is used for power production as well. Like that's like end game stuff. And you don't even have to use all the different power types. You can use one power type and just expand it infinitely to make it work. Like I could complete the game with big massive factories and stuff like that on coal power. Heck, you could do it on biomass, but I don't know if that'd be possible with the amount you'd need to burn. How many biomass burners? You'd have to have like several thousand biomass burners just to produce enough power for end game. Probably you'd probably do coal then, and you would still need in the several hundreds, probably even 1,000, maybe even 1,000 coal generators in order to produce the amount of power needed. I don't know. Somebody's probably done it. I'm sure. Um, I've never done it because I'm not a masochist. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be doing that. He should be filling up soon though. This is an impure node, so they're gonna be mining less. Um, yeah, every tick they mine one. If this was a normal node, every tick they'd mine two, and if this was a pure node, every tick they'd mine three. But this is an impure node, so they're only going to be mining one at a time. Almost done though. And they're starting to stop now. Hopefully this should be enough iron. Let's pick these guys up. And 100. Okay. Now it's, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. 500 iron ore that we gotta go smelt. I'm gonna turn that other smelter as well. The one back at our hub. We're gonna turn that one into iron smelting as well, so we can smelt them both at the same time. Because we don't need copper right now. We got plenty of wire. We got freaking 500 wire, almost 500 wire. So we just need to select recipe and switch it over to iron. No big deal. If you're wondering what happens when you switch the recipe mid-game, or mid while it's making stuff, or has made stuff, it just throws the input and output back into your inventory. So make sure you have an inventory to pick that up if you're going to switch mid-making or when stuff is made. Why not? And then we're going to make the rest of it by hand. I wonder if we'll beat the machine. Like, they're making 100 each. Can we make 300 before they make 100? Or can we only make 2? It's probably only 200, but that's okay. We'll find out. And then we'll make iron rods and iron plates with it. Wait. Oh, we're out of power. I was like, woof. I was just like getting ready to go, and I was just like, nope, we're out of power. So, gotta go collect more leaves. Just mowing the lawn over here. Cleaning it all up next to the water. So many little leaves. Those little tufts of grass. Oh yeah, and if you ever find these are very
This is
important.
one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity which are within approved nutritional and medical categories as established by R&D. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Ada. Those are very important, though. The pale berries. You'll find other edibles as well, which will tick up your health. So you got the barrel nuts, is what they're called. You'll find them on little nut trees. And you eat those. Those will give you half. You see I got blocks of health down at the bottom left. Those barrel nuts will give you half a block. The pale berries will give you a full block, and you'll find these mushrooms. It's called bacon mushrooms. Those ones give you, I think, 2 blocks of health or something like that. I can't remember. Again, it's been so long since I've been at the beginning of the game. I only remember certain bits. So it's just one of those deals. I'm so glad I chose to do this game on Boosteroid because this is I'm actually having quite a bit of fun. Just picking up leaves and things. We've got some more pale berries. Nice. We got 4 now. So if we ever take damage, there's some quartz over here too, and a slug. I'm picking up this raw quartz. I'm just out here collecting leaves. I was trying to collect 2 stacks so I could put a stack each in the those little biomass burners. What's this? This is copper. We got some more copper. Very nice. Yeah, we got a slug over here. I definitely pick them up whenever you see them things. Just be wary, like I said, they are protected. Also be wary of tearing down grass and trees and stuff like that. If you have an area that you really like the look of and you don't want to mess it up when it has like, you know, bushes and tufts of grass, and trees and things, don't tear it down with your chainsaw or by hand or anything like that because none of it goes back. Oh, we got some wood. Nice. Dried bushes. Because yeah, all the stuff that I'm picking up right now, it doesn't grow back. So this will be forever barren once I pick this up. So yeah, just keep that in mind as well. Now this is the only thing that grows back is the food. As long as you don't chainsaw this down, it will grow back. So that's the only thing that does. Oh, look at this. Bauxite. We won't need that for like a million years, but might as well grab it while it's here. Very nice. Also collected plenty of leaves now. I could probably stop collecting. I just see these little bushes and I just want to go and pick them up. Give me. Give me little flower petals and such. Just kind of cleaning up the area. Also got a little bit of wood too that I can turn into biomass. So very nice. Anyway, can we turn stuff into? We can. Okay, let's do that. So if you make biomass is way better than burning the leaves. I'm gonna put all these in here for right now. Let's see what this bauxite, flower petals, slugs, quartz. Just kind of empty my inventory. And we're gonna go ahead and make biomass. See how every 4 makes 20, but when it comes to the leaves, every 10 makes 5. So wood is much better. You make so much more biomass with it. Okay, perfect. So there's all the biomass we were able to make. Very nice. Which is over the amount we needed, way over the amount. So we're gonna store these for now. We're only gonna use these 2. So before, with our leaves, it was burning 80 leaves per minute, which was the normal rate if it was at max, right? So if I put this in here, 6.67 per minute. So this is gonna last way longer. And we're just gonna fill them both up. Just put them both on the go here. And it's gonna burn way slower, which will be very nice for right now. So anyway, let's get to making our iron and our copper, I guess, because we got copper as well. Alright, so now that that's all done, for ours, crafting, the smelter should be done as well. Okay, nice. Take that one. Alright, so we got 500. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 2 constructors here. We'll just face them that way for right now. These are just temporary. They're not staying here. Power. So since this has only got 4 connections, I can only power one machine unless I make another power pole, which I'm just fine with doing. I'm gonna set them 2 up. I'm gonna set them both on iron plates. So then all I gotta do is make the rods. So iron plates, and then we'll give you ingots, and away it goes. Very nice. So those can go, and then what we'll do is we'll make the rods. Oops. Over here at the hub, of course. Because that's what we need. I'm probably going to make like... I'm actually not sure. We'll see. Okay, and these should be just about done. Got that one finished. Okay, so it's out of ingots. We'll take the ingots out of it too. And you can also, if you're like, okay, instead of taking the stuff out, if you're going to delete it, just delete it. That'll give you the rods, or it'll give you whatever's in it as well, plus whatever you spent on it. So removing stuff, it doesn't. You get everything back. You don't lose out on cost, because that'd be ridiculous. What kind of factory games would do that? List factory games here. So since I don't have enough ingots to make a plate, I'm going to go ahead and make 2 rods. Alright, so that should be good there. Now we should be able to go over here and set up our stuff. Now that we have the plates and the rods to do so. Oh, let me grab the miners. I almost went over there without doing that. As well. So, oh, we forgot to set a milestone too. So we should probably set a milestone to base building, which gives us foundations and things. So select that milestone. And then that'll just make building these factories easier. 100 rods, 100 plates. So that'd be half of what we have. And then another 100 concrete. That's okay. We'll leave that out for right now. Until we can actually make some. So now what I can do is I can grab belts. And I can go like this. And stick that belt in there. So now that's going to bring the raw limestone. It's going to bring the limestone down the belt and into the machine. And then from the machine, let's go over to organization. Let's put in a storage container. Since there's a hill right here, I'm just going to go, I'm just going to turn it to the right. And just have it go down like that. Just to save on a little bit of up and down. Okay, that's too close. Maybe we might have to go on the hill here. Organization. Then we need plates and rods to build these, so that way you don't have to pull directly out of the machine. Okay, we can just go right there. And since I was holding control, I was able to do that. Now, Boosteroid, be very careful. That's almost a straight build. So now it's going to go. That's the reason I went so far away from the machine. Because if I went really close to the machine, the belt would be too steep and wouldn't be able to work. So now we need to power these. Which I'm going to do like this. I'm going to put a power pole here. Connect these two, build to it. And then bring this all the way down. Just ever so often we'll put a pole in. There we go. So now we're starting. They're starting at the miner. As you can see, we got green on there, and it's starting to mine. It's mining away. Okay, so this is producing 30 limestone per minute, which is half of the belt speed. That's why there's going to be gaps in between these. And we're going to put concrete on this. which needs 45 per minute. So it's going to be inefficient for a little while. We can't put a second miner on this. And we can't, at the current moment, we can't make this machine go any faster. So we're just going to have to deal with it. But now it's making concrete for us, as you can see here. Little concrete bag comes out and it goes into the storage box right here. And so over time, this will make stuff for us. Now, I would say that, yeah, um, you're going to be on this game a long time waiting for stuff to be made if you are manufacturing. So it just does take a while. But yeah, we're going to head over here. And then we, like I said, now that we got our plates and rods, and we're going to set up 2 different little factories over here as well. So production, miner mark 1. I'm going to send this. Oh, I didn't bring in my portable miners. I went to grab those. Oh, I leave footprints, by the way. Look, I leave little indentions in the sand. Actually, I think it's an optical illusion, so, or it's an illusion. The sand, like this is an illusion. Based on the direction of the sun, it will color the sand accordingly. It's actually not 3D. If you get right down to it, you can see that there isn't actually ridges. It's all flat. It's all flat texture. That's a lie. Because it would take a NASA computer to run this game if those were actually shadows on all the ridges. That would be way too many shadows to keep track of. Oh, right. We came back here for the miners. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and check on our biomass burners here. Doing pretty good. So, and the reason you see this spikes, you see these spikes right here. The reason you're seeing that is because the constructor is turning on and off. Because the efficiency is it's not efficient. So it has to wait, as you can see here, watch. So it'll make a concrete bag and then it has to wait for another concrete and then it goes to the next one. So this is very inefficient because we needed 45 limestone per minute, but we're only able to produce 30 per minute. So that's not possible for us right now. So we'll have to, eventually we'll have to make that more efficient. Well, we don't have to, I suppose. You don't really have to do anything. You can play this game however you like. You can play as inefficient or as efficient as you want. If you want to be 100% efficient, you can play that way. If you want to be, I don't care about efficiency, I do what I want game, then by all means do that. So I want to face it like this way, I think. So looking directly into the machine. Yeah, I want to face it downhill and with the directions of the thing, because when I go to use foundations, I can put them on the global grid and it'll be lined up. So this has got no power. Yeah. So with this particular run, I'm actually going to be running 2 as well, because these are both impure, so it doesn't matter. Currently, we're going to run a smelter. That's pretty far lower than the actual thing. That's okay. For right now, that's all we're able to do. So, belt is pretty steep, but it works. And this one's going to be making iron ingots, which is going to need 30 iron ore per minute, and this should be producing 30. Yep, this one is mining 30, so that's what I meant. So that one's mining 30, and this other one's mining 30, which is good. So these smelters will be at 100% efficiency. Hopefully that's not too close. Guess I could be using the hotbar. Yeah, it's a bit steep for a production belt. Um, and then yeah, we want to go to production constructor. We'll put that next in line. And again, I'm holding control. Floor is too steep. Let's see, the closest it can go is like right there. That's right there. It's because the legs only have so much extension. Okay, that works. So this one's going to be, like I said, this one's going to be iron ingots, just like the other one. And this one's going to be making, we'll have it make rods for us. And then organization, I'll put down a storage crate. And again, you can build these however you want. I'm just using control to keep them all in a line, which I don't mind doing. Okay, and then that's completed. Now this might be too much for our power because each one of these takes up a certain amount of power. So we've got 30 there, or sorry, we've got 5 megawatts there, 5 megawatts there, 4 megawatts there, and 4 megawatts there. So what we're probably going to have to do is we're probably going to have to, we might have to just do a separate power grid for right now. We'll do one of these. So we've got what? How much here? We've got 4, 8, and then 13 there. Okay, yeah, this should be able to handle it for this production line. Yeah, we'll just do a separate separate power for right now. Well, I'll still connect it, but I need a biomass burner out here just to make it easy. Oops, I don't want one of them. I want production constructor. And then, yeah, we'll just put this right in front of it since it wants to line up so nicely. And a little plate. That wasn't, oh no, it is. It is pretty lined up, it's just close. I thought it scooched over the belt. No, it's just doing that. That's pretty good there. Okay, this one puts out iron, and this is going to be iron plates. So we need 30 iron ingots per minute. So this production line right here is going to be 100% efficient, which is going to be nice. And then again, organization. The reason I'm doing is short, or like really short belts, or as much as I can anyway, is because our iron plates are so limited. I want to keep that because it takes iron plates to build belts. So, and then, yeah, I just want to keep that down as much as possible. So I'm going to go off of this, and we're going to put a power pole, and then we should be able to power that one and power that one, and then we'll send this one down. We're not going to connect directly to that. We're going to make another power pole, which then we will connect to that. And then we'll bring another power pole down this way. Connect to that, connect to that, connect to that, connect to that. Okay. So now if we look at this production line, looks like the max consumption is 26, which this one puts out 30. So we're writing that line. However, I am going to take this power pole because I want this all in one power grid as much as I can. We're going to run some power lines all the way down this way. And it doesn't matter how much load you're putting on these. There is no high, low voltage, or there's no limitations to how much a power line and power pole can handle. So don't have to worry about that. Now watch what happens if I connect this. Oh, but well, I guess it's not going to be going yet, but give it a minute. So we can only, you can see our max consumption here is 43 megawatts. We can only produce 40. So I'll show you what happens once those smelters and stuff starts going. We're going to get a notification here. This is what happens when you overload your power grid. There's the spike. There's one of the spikes. So those are the spikes of the smelters. And then the constructors start in. Just give it a minute. Huh. Maybe it will produce. What's not turning on here? Okay, the constructors are going. So one of the constructors not set. No, they're going. Huh. I could have swore that would have been too much. I guess not. Guess we don't need this. I'll take it. Now if they were, but that's weird though, because all of them are running. It's not like they're not. Well, I guess they're not all running. The two smelters. Okay, that just makes sense. I forgot about the two smelters I had hooked up over at the hub. My bad. That's okay. So now we're making iron plates, iron rods, and concrete. The last production line to set up is we're actually going to be doing the way that one's going to work is actually going to be doing 2 production lines off of 1 node, which we can do. We just got to find our copper node. There you are. It's like, where is that copper node? I know it's around here somewhere. But we are like pushing the limits, so we're probably consuming almost as much biomass as we possibly can at the same time. But that's okay. We'll have to put down another biomass burner after this, though. And then I probably want to face this one to the north. That would be the best way. So what I like to do is I'll look directly down it. And you can see my little dot in the middle of my compass at the top of the screen is not facing south. So that means I need to rotate it this way. And now, my cursor is facing south. Hello there, buddy. Don't worry about me. I'm just taking this copper right here as well. So yeah, just don't worry about it. And then again, a smelter. But this is where it gets interesting as well. If this is not too close. Logistics. Okay, that's not too close. You're going to notice, so this is a normal node. So now if we look at this, instead of doing 30 per minute, this mines 60 per minute. It mines twice as fast because it's a normal node. You get more copper out of it. So that's going to maximize our belt. Because our belts are only 60. So since we don't have splitters and mergers yet, we're only able to do 1 production line. So we still have to manufacture the cable ourselves. But we can do wire. So this is going to fill up the belt, and the belt's going to be overloaded, full of copper ingots. That's just the way it goes. But we're going to put a constructor, just like we would normally. We can put it right up there because it's almost level. Now we're going to do that. And then once again, I'm going to put a organization. I'm going to put a storage crate down. And this one probably needs to be a little further. And again, like that. So don't worry about the conveyor poles. Those are just so you can do this. Like this. So you can either build belts like that, or if you want to, you can use conveyor poles to place them down exactly where you want the conveyor pole and then connect between the two. So the belt will go the direction of your first click to your second click. So let's say we have 2 power poles here, like that. Now, as you can see, oh, if we click this one, and then we click this one, you can see that the belt's going to be going to our right. So the first click is where the belt starts. The second click is the direction of the belt. It goes from the first click to the second click, so like that. And again, you can go any direction, so you can go like that. So now it's going from the right to the left. And the other thing is if you want to do corners, you can either drag them to the corners you want, to the wherever you like, or if you're going to do a straight line, you could just use your mouse cursor to rotate, and it will rotate it accordingly. That first click, you're going to notice it didn't place it yet. But if I do this, now this obviously it's going to be too steep, but you can go up 3. As you can see, that's the height. Now if we were a lot further away, like that for instance, as you can see, it makes a big old slope, just like that. Not going to place that because I don't want to have to tear it down. You can do just exactly that. So pretty cool stuff you can do with a lot of different things. Yeah. You can also, with Update 8, you don't have to put down, if you're starting from nothing, see back in before Update 8, you would have to place down a conveyor pole and then connect from the conveyor pole, connect your belt, and then drag it to where you needed it. Because that's just the way it was. For a long time, that's the way it was. You couldn't start from nothing. You had to start from a connection point. But now, in Update 8, it gives you a conveyor pole to start with. So it's one less step as well. So I want it to go to the right, so I'm going to aim the belt to the right from the conveyor pole. And I'm going to do that first. The first click, that's where I want it. To the second click, this is the height adjustment. To the third click, which then allows me to drag it, and then the fourth click, which allows me to set the height for the second pole, and then the fifth click allows me to place it. Yeah, pretty complicated now, as far as the amount of clicks and stuff, but that is okay. I am enjoying that. I like the new system. The new system works great. Okay, so now we're gonna put a power pole here, connect it up. Now we will blow our fuse, basically. So yeah, we're just gonna drag this way. Now watch what happens when I connect this. Your power grid is down. And it gives you this big old switch. Doesn't matter where you are, you can access from a pole. You can access it from, I think, the machines as well, can't you? You can access it from your connection. So, yeah, and it don't matter how many times I pull this. Boosteroid's not having any of it. Okay. It just keeps blowing the fuse because I am overloading the amount of power. I can only produce 40, and I'm trying to pull somewhere around the tune of 50 out of it, maybe. Something like that. So, what I need to do is I need to go down here. It doesn't matter where you put it, just as long as it's connected to this power circuit. And I would recommend keeping your power circuit or your power circuits together. Actually, I probably could have left that there, because then it just makes things easy. You don't have to go, okay, this grid went down. Now, which grid went down? Which power grid went down? And that's why the message says one of your power grids, because some people like to do multiple different power grids separated from each other, but I like to do one big power grid. So I'm going to throw this down. We're going to go get our biomass here and fill these up. These are at 133. Now they're at 200. sort my inventory. So I got 150 to work with. I'm going to pull off this power grid again. Actually, this one's a little closer, so I'll go off of this one. And depending on your length, you could see that cable. That's the construction cost of the power line there with the power pole. See that cable? The longer I go, the more expensive it becomes. See, that's 2 cables. That distance is 3 cables, and if I keep going, that distance is 4 cables, and then if it becomes 5 cables, it's too long. But yeah, this one's only 1 cable, so that cost does go up. Same with the belts too. The amount of plates it cost. The longer the belt, the more plates it'll cost to construct it. So now, once I put this fuel in here, as you can see, it's starting to burn, or starting to chew it up. So now, if I pull the switch, now it goes up 30 megawatts, and the amount of capacity I now have went from 40 megawatts to 70. That's the gray line. And my max consumption, because I took out those 2 smelters over there because I didn't need them anymore, went from 56 down to 48. So, and now we're producing. Our production is 40.2, and it's sitting around that one. But once those other stuff, once our copper gets going, I forgot to set up the smelter and the constructor. Oops. Okay. Copper. I actually might leave this off for a minute and let this fill up because it's going to be exact. Nah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's exact. So there, off it goes. So now it's making ingots, and then we'll turn this into wire. And there goes our copper ingots in the machine, and our copper wire comes out in spools into our box. Very nice. So now we're making all of the stuff needed for the space elevator. So basically, at this point, you go, well, what do? You can, wait until you have enough stuff to unlock base building if you like, or you can wait till you have the materials to build the space elevator. There's a few different things, but I want to unlock base building so I can get the foundations, because that just makes everything. It just makes your life so much easier. Unless you like building on the ground. Me personally, I can build on the ground, but I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather build with grids because that, like I said, that just makes everything so much easier. For me personally. But that's just the way it is. So when do we unlock the MAM? Is it with select base building? I guess the MAM would be field research. Okay. We could do field research. We're almost there. We just got to make some screws. Yeah, let's do field research real quick. We can select we can swap between them, and it doesn't matter. Let's say select milestone, right? Base building. Does field research require concrete? No, it doesn't. Okay. That way I can show you this example. So select milestone. So if I put this concrete in here, and then I'm like, okay, I want to switch milestones. You don't have to worry about it. It will keep your progress. So now we'll select this milestone. So now that's the new, you can see in the top right, the field research. 300, 300, 100. But if I select base building again, see, it keeps my progress. So you don't lose out progress when changing milestones midway through. So you don't have to worry about it. We're going to do field research because we have the materials. This will unlock the map, the MAM and the map, which is good for us. So I'm going to throw them plates in there. Let's go ahead and make those screws real quick. Now we could set up a production line that makes screws as well. But right now we don't have the logistics to be able to do stuff like that yet. But we will. So let's do that. No, stop, 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 stop. Dang it. I made too many screws. Oh well. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at looking at something else. While that just handmade there. Okay, there we go. Everything's working again. Good. I was like smashing my keyboard. It's like stop, stop, stop. And then we need the iron plates. So we don't have any iron ore or iron ingots to make plates. So we're going to take a little trip. Take a little trip. Take a little trip with me over to the iron plates. Yeah, and it's going to be slow going as far as transport. You're just using your feet. So head over to this. Looks like this one's making, yeah, this one's the one making rods. So there's some pretty steep belts in there. That one's got some steep ones. This one's making iron plates. So let's see how many plates it's made. We're gonna take them all, but yep, 274. Nice. So yeah, we're just gonna take all of those, and we're gonna take all the rods while we're here. 209, nice. 210, very good. And then we're gonna take all the concrete too. The wire, I might grab wire as well. So now that I've got these little mini factories, I can just go over to it, and I don't have to worry about making anything as far as the first step is concerned. And I've got 249 concrete, 274 in total. So very good. So we can unlock the other one as well. Just grab some more wire, or grab some wire. 169, nice. 170, I ruined it. 294 in total, very good. Very nice. Like I said, all it takes is a little bit of time. And now we do got to keep feeding these, of course. But hopefully soon we'll be able to unlock a certain item that's going to help us with that. Otherwise, we just got to keep picking up stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and unlock field research. Just needed a bit of plates. And you get this big launch button now. And launch. Now if you come out here,
The map has been unlocked.
that's it. Just the map has been unlocked. And
Milestone reached.
there it is.
The molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, will allow R&D to provide new technologies, items, and buildings based on samples collected in the field. To ensure a greater chance of success during exploration, an upgraded tool belt has been provided, as well as an object scanner and beacons. Note: the object scanner requires calibration via the MAM to enable detection of specific objects.
That's it. Okay, sweet. So now we unlock the MAM, molecular analysis machine. Yes, ma'am. Which is very nice. And we're going to put that. So I'm also holding control to lock this to the hub because I like doing that. It puts it on a little bit of grid. We need some reinforced plates, which means we need screws. We needed 5 reinforced plates, it says. So 5. So again, we take our 5 times 12, and that is 60 screws. Alright, sweet. 60 screws coming up. And there's our 5 reinforced plates. Nice. Now we can place down the map. Very good. Kind of locked it to the grid of the. A lot of stuff you'll find out in this game does have like a local grid to the objects. Some of them do, not everything, but yeah. And now we can do research. So that Canterium we unlocked, or that we had collected. If we grab it right here. Oh yeah. If you're wondering what that noise is, That's the re-entry. So it's back. It's back, baby. Now you can actually see it properly land. Nice.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Yeah, so basically we're sending our materials up to space, and then we unlock more information to make the more advanced materials that they need up there in space, because they're building stuff up there apparently. At least that's what it seems like. Okay, so now we can go over to the MAM, and we can go over to Caterium, and we can go ahead and research Caterium, because we have 10 ore. So now we can scan for Caterium, as you can see here. We can actually scan for the node. 543 meters, that's a long ways away. 792. And 1,000 something. 1,378. Any more? There's more on the map. This map is massive, but yeah. If we select the map, this is what we've explored so far as well. So that's the way that is. I don't know why some of this hasn't came back, but that's okay. But yeah, if we actually look at the map, when we scan for things, if you say scan for iron ore, let it ping a few times. Okay, that's all. That's all good's gonna ping. Now you can see the different nodes as well. So there's 2 more impures up that way. I'm surprised those haven't come up on the scanner. I wonder why they don't. It's very strange. That must be a bug. Yeah. And then the nutrients, we can take our 2 berries or 2 pale berries in and do research on them, which will unlock something down here. So it wants us to unlock those 3 first, but we're not going to do that. But the power slugs, however, we are going to do that. So we're going to take our power slugs here. Go over to power slugs. We're going to unlock this one. So now we can make blue slugs into power shards. So if we go over to our thing here now we can make these little power shards with our blue slugs. That's all they're used for. It's power shards. Now you'll find out what those power shards need in a minute. But if you go to power slugs, you see this little thing right here. This requires 1 power shard plus what we have. So I put them in here. You'll take that. And then we can go, this unlocks what they call overclocking production. So overclocking production does 2 things. 1, it makes the machine that you're putting the power shards into, it makes that machine perform better. But 2, it increases power usage. Much like real life, when you overclock certain components on a computer, it will consume more power production. So you might have... Oh, I guess Ada's not going to say anything. I guess her voice isn't there for that one. So basically, if you remember on those machines, you saw a little area with a little key lock looking thing on the UI when you're accessing a machine. I don't know if you've seen it yet. You can probably go back and see it. But now, what you'll see there, when you access the machine, and you'll see our clocking. So you remember how this machine does, it mines 30 per minute, and this machine only gets 30 per minute, but it needs 45 per minute in order to produce this 15 concrete per minute, in order to be 100% efficient. So what I can do is I can stick in a power shard, whack it up to 45. And now it's going to take more power. See how the power usage went from, I'll take this out. So right now it's 5 megawatts. That's how much it takes. I put in a power shard, whack it up, and now it's 8.5. So now this is 100% efficient. So now this machine will continuously run rather than on, off, on, off, on, off, waiting for materials. So yeah, see how our power is starting to steady out a little bit. We still got some on, off action, but I wonder where that is. Oh, you know why? Is because this one is on, off here. Because this one produces 30 per minute, and this one only needs 15 per minute. So what we can do is we can whack in a power shard, whack that up. We need another power shard in order to make it more efficient, but yeah, we're now producing 45 wire per minute. We're using more power, but that'll hopefully help, and also help with the wire too. So yeah, and that's basically what you do while you're waiting for either you're waiting for the freighter re-entry thing, or you're waiting for like other stuff to be made. Just waiting for materials and stuff. There's other stuff to occupy your time while you're waiting for stuff. um, as well as the quartz research. We didn't even dive into the quartz research, which we need. How much quartz? 10 quartz. Yeah, navigating through some of the menus, Boosteroid does not like, which is weird. I have no idea. It's working though. It's just, I don't know. Boosteroid's a bit weird about it. I don't know why. Still don't know why. We can do quartz research because we have some raw quartz on us. We can unlock that. We haven't even unlocked that type of stuff. We'll get there eventually. So this takes 200 screws, which will unlock for the item scanner. This is what they were talking about, programming the object scanner. If I do this, if I put in those 200 screws, that allows that object scanner to then scan for slugs. This yellow one just allows you to make yellow power slugs into power shards, and then this one's purple. So yeah, definitely keep those slugs and keep all that other material. Even if you're not ever needing it, you're like, oh, I'll never need bauxite or quartz, whatever. It's like just stick it in a box somewhere. That way you can do research on it later. But anyway, let's see. What else did we want to do? Oh, base building, right? I think we got the stuff to do base building, don't we? We can select base building milestone. Yep. The base building milestone. Let's do it. We have the concrete, the rods, and the plates. And launch. I'm gonna wait for this autosave actually. Okay, and launch.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
So now, if we go over here, you'll see a thing called foundations and walls. So now we have 3 different types of foundations to choose from, as well as some foundational ramps, as well as some walls, 1 meter walls and 4 meter walls. All this takes concrete and iron plates, but eventually you'll get a point where you can like build stuff out of concrete and steel at some point as well. That's way later on down the road, but yeah, and the more advanced the milestone is, the longer that pod will return in timer. Up in the top right, the longer that timer will go. I think most is like 10, 15 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to unlock logistics as well. So we're going to select this milestone, and So we need, it said we were we're low on everything for that. Plates, we're not low on the rods, but plates, rods, and wire, so. And that'll help us out with doing some more production later on as well. Which will be good. So I'll go up here, grab some wire. 482 wire, nice. We need 3 stacks of wire, because wire stacks in 500. And we need 1500 for the space elevator, so we're getting there. So you kind of got to divide your materials up between the milestones and the objectives and the phases as well. You'll find out soon. And concrete's still not quite there. Concrete's pretty slow. We'll definitely have to get on that soon. Well, if we want to start putting down foundations and things, we're gonna need that stuff. That's rods. I know I can hit the take all, but whatever. Doesn't matter. If there was a hotkey I could use, definitely do that instead. Okay, you can hit the take all. Just don't accidentally hit the store all. Be like, whoops. Nice. Hey, we have the amount of plates we need. We almost have the iron rods we need. The concrete and the wire are nowhere close. It's gonna be a little while yet. But yeah, we can definitely do logistics now. Send that off, and our little thing should be back. Yeah, there it is. It's just because we are away. The animations with this thing is a little bit weird sometimes. There's no sound. Should have landed already, but I don't know. Maybe the hub should never render out. I think that should be a thing. The hub should never render out at all. That might help with that, but who will I know? I'm just a gamer. And launch.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. We encourage you to consider more verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline short-range transportation. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Yeah, sweet. That's another milestone down. That's tier 1. So now we're into tier 2, which this gets much more complicated. The object clearing might be the next one, because we're gonna definitely need that. The power grid is now down. This is because we probably because we ran out of stuff for this. Yeah, we ran out of fuel, and putting in them leaves aren't gonna help us any. We're gonna need to do some more clearing, so we might just leave everything down for the moment. And let's make us 500 screws so we can get that object clearing milestone. And done. Nice. There's our 500 screws. So what this is also going to unlock, if you actually look at what it unlocks, as you did see there, it unlocks solid biofuel, gives us inventory slots, and it gives us the ability to make a chainsaw. So it's like milestone. Then we have to wait for the thing to come back. But solid biofuel, once we unlock that, will burn even slower than the biomass. So the solid biofuel is the best thing you can make, as well as you can use solid biofuel in your chainsaw. So as a fuel source, so then you can collect more stuff to turn into biofuel. So it's just a loop, a feedback loop, basically. Wow, that thing come flying in real fast. Don't crash into the ground, man. I don't know I think that's a robot flying that, but yeah. is now done. Now we can put in the resources and send them back out. Nice.
Milestone reached. Biofuel will ensure maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, you are now capable of removing foliage that consists primarily of wood. Additionally, R&D inflated your pocket dimension.
R&D inflated my pocket dimension. Just a wee bit. It's not too bad. Okay, so now we can make a chainsaw. So we need 160 screws and 5 reinforced plates. 160 screws and 5 reinforced plates coming up. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I still have enough of the other materials in order to do the chainsaw. Nice. We are ready to go. Give me that chainsaw. Nice. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some solid biofuel for my chainsaw. So we make the biomass, because we only have leaves at the moment, so if we can collect some more leaves, that'd be nice. Yeah, that works. Okay, so now we got 10, and now we can make 4 biofuel. It's not much. My headset went crazy there. Yeah, it seems to still be working. It's because I bumped it. I've been having headset troubles recently. Everything should be good though. Okay. And now we actually have 2 hand slots, so we can put a chainsaw in one, and our Xeno Zapper in the other. Yep, we have a chainsaw. And just be aware that revving it does use up fuel. So just be aware of that. So let's chop down this tree. And look at that, we get 13 leaves and 5 wood, as well as this has an area of effect. So it will chop down any grass in the area as well. Any grass, bushes. You don't have to worry about it chopping down your food source for health. So, don't worry about that. Okay, let me show you the power. So I'm going to chop down this tree. See all these bushes and stuff around here? And chop down this tree. Just the tree. Bam. Boosh. Gives it so much. And you can chop down more than just a tree. You can chop down the bushes too. Like, let's say I want to get rid of this right here. And go for this grass. Then we'll chop down all the leaves and stuff around it. It has a nice area of effect as well. And it does trees too. Oh, and we're out. That's a nice bit though. And also, if you want to, you can expedite the process of making biomass by setting it up as a production line. So you basically put the grass in one box, and it goes to a machine, takes that grass or the leaves, and turns that into biomass, and then that biomass goes into another constructor that turns it into biofuel, and then that goes into a box. You can also do it that way too. But yeah. So we'll make all of this biomass right here, which is very, very nice. And then we'll make all of this biofuel, or sorry, biomass as well with the wood, and then make biofuel with it. And this stuff will burn much, much slower. As you see, our chainsaw started going again because now we got fuel to burn. Alright, and there is all of that being made. So now what I'm going to do as well is I'm not going to put it in the stuff. I'm going to take this out because this stuff is no longer as efficient. It'll be more efficient as biomass. As you can see though, You see this burns 6.67 per minute. If I put in this burns 2.67 per minute, so much slower. I'm also going to stop using those as well, um, because those aren't as efficient. We're going to get rid of this power line here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 of these in a row. Oh, we need some rods. We should have made some rods stuff. We'll go around, make a loop around all the machines again. Actually decided I'm going to put down some foundation to put these on. So what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna hold control, and this will lock it to the world grid. There we go. Very nice. So we're gonna we'll build a little 3x3, and it doesn't matter 4 meter, 2 meter, 1 meter. They all cost the same. So just be aware of that. A little bit of sand coming through, but no big deal. Actually, might build a 5x5 here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. So, look at this is very expensive. That should be more than enough room for power production here. So I'm gonna put down now. See, I'm on a grid now, which is very, very nice. So I can do is I can put this here, out there, and everything's nice and lined up. That's why I like building in grids. Then what we'll do is we'll put a power pole out. This is going to take even more resources. We'll put it there. I'll put one here, and put one here. Okay, and this one will send out to this. And now this is going to up our amount of production we have, which is going to be really nice. Okay, I just got to finish crafting all this real quick. Alrighty, that's all made. So what I'm going to do as well, you don't want to put all of your solid biomass in your biomass burners. The reason you don't want to do that is because you want to keep that loop going with your chainsaw. And if you have no solid biofuel to burn, you can't use your chainsaw. So the best way to do it is I'm going to keep that 68 that's right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to right click this. I'm just going to split it up into 50s. Now you can hold right click and it'll tell you, or you can go exactly how much you want. But I need to split this up into 3 stacks, so I'll split this up into 25, so there's 75 and 75. And 50. I actually might just do it like this. Put this to 75 as well. There we go. Actually worked out pretty nice. And I still got 43 for myself, so. And you don't want to control click, you want to shift click into the machine. And now that that's all going, see, it burns 4 per minute because it's producing 30. Now I know it burned less than the other one, but this one it's I've got 90. See, I was max capacity at 70. That was my capacity for the max. Now I'm at 90. So now I'm kind of overproducing, but these are going to burn slower because of that, because I'm not using it all. So that'll turn on all our machines, and we can get to making again. Very nice. Now, to occupy my time while everything's being made out there, I can go chop down a bunch of trees and stuff and make some more biomass for myself. Um, that way, the uh, that way everything can get made as well. And yeah, let's use up all this biomass and chop down some trees and some bushes and things as well, all the way along this river. Is that coal? Yes, it is. We have coal. Just a little bit of it. Hang on. That's gonna give me a lot, huh? Just chopping down all this stuff. Even these little tufts of grass, I'm chainsawing them down. Yep, here's the barrel nut tree. Let's get some barrel nuts. Very nice. Yep, I've cleaned up this river all the way along on the one side. The reason I'm chainsawing them is because it does an area I don't have to pick up all the individual bits. I can just chop down. Might take biomass, but that's okay. Alright, now that I have ran out of solid biofuel, as you can see I cleaned up all this side of the river. This side of the river is now barren, like the rest of the desert. Hey, that's fine. I don't want to go too much into there because it does look good. So it's like an oasis. It's like I don't think I want to tear into there just yet. These have not regrown yet. Those will regrow though. But if you have to, you can chop those down. Or if you want to, or whatever. It's like you can chop those down, so no big deal. I've stolen all this guy's food. He's just up here like, where'd all the plants go? I don't remember this part of the river going this far, but that's okay. At least we got a little bit of water near us. Maybe sandy water, but at least it's not salt. Not salt water. Okay, so I gotta make this all into biomass, and then make it all into solid biofuel. I'm gonna put the coal up, the quartz in that as well. And yeah, we'll keep the food on us. Okay, I might put the miners up as well. We don't need any more miners right now. Alright, here we go. And looks like it's 745 there and 1,080 there. Holy crap. Let's go. And done. That's all the solid biomass. What I am going to do is we are going to make some screws. Enough for some reinforced plating. Okay, make a reinforced plate. Or two of them. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a constructor. Let's see, organization. Yeah, we have a little personal box and a lookout tower. It's a production constructor. I'm just going to throw it down. This is temporary again. I'm not leaving this here. And we'll just connect it to there directly. Okay, and this one's going to make solid biofuel for us. And we're going to put that in. Okay. We're just going to let that go, and we're going to make biomass along with it. Because making that many, this is how fast I can make. The machine, I think, makes faster. And let's go. Let's make this all into biomass. Okay, finally. Oh my gosh. That took forever. Holy crap, man. I can't believe that took that long. Alright. And we got 2 biomass to spare. I'll go ahead and put that in the box here. Same with the extra biomass. I'll take the 112, that 200 can sit in there. So that, and those leaves as well. Okay. So now that we've made that, I'm going to remove this so I get my materials back. or some of them anyway. So now we're going to load these up. These still have 30 in them. Very nice. Oop. Stop that. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, this. There we go. There, finally. Alright, and then sort. Okay. I'm going to put that 2 into the box. We'll keep that 200 on us. Actually, I'll put 100 in there. We'll split this stack. And then we got 300 that we can split in between the two when we finally run out. And then I'll go and collect some more. So we can have 102 on us. Okay. So now that that's done, let's make the rounds and see if we have enough. Materials to build the space elevator. Because that's where that was my goal for this, was to build the space elevator. Took a little longer than expected, but that's right. No, we don't have enough concrete. We're so close, though. Oh, we're so close. I might remove those foundations. At least some of them. That'll probably get us to where we need to be. On those foundations. The concrete takes so long. But it's okay. The rods... we're so close to the rods, too. Like 50 rods, and that's it. We're so close to doing this space elevator. We just need to wait a little bit longer. The plates are good, though. Nope, plates are not even good. No, they are. 600. Okay. Yeah, plates are good. The wire as well. I wonder what the wire is going to be like as we get over there. Oh, look at the sun coming up over the cliffside. Let's watch the sunrise. It's getting brighter. And the shadow does follow it, too. Look, the shadow's right there. Yeah, the sun comes up and over these cliffs. Looks so good. You can even get a picturesque moment of the cliff. Oh, it's coming up over the sun, and with the lumen and everything. Oh, it's gonna look so good. We just gotta wait a moment. Come on, sunrise. We're almost there. Oh, should probably do this too. Let's turn this off. There we go. I think the clouds are stopping it. The sun should be rising. I've been over that. Oh, it's so close. There it is. There it is, rising up over the cliffside. It looks so good. Nice. And then you got that planet there, everything else. So Windows key and print screen. There we go. Nice. That'll be the thumbnail. So now you know where the thumbnail came from. Anyway, so I hit that. What I did, if you were curious about that, what I did was, if you're holding out a tool, you hit the H key, that puts it away. Then you hit the P key for picture mode, and then you middle mouse click to get rid of the grid. The grid's just there to line stuff up. And then, yeah, and then you just hit the P key again, and that brings everything up. Hit the H key again, that brings up your tool, or scroll wheel, doesn't matter which. But the reason I do Windows key and print screen, the print screen key, is because you can't, if you take screenshots, unless you upload them, you're gonna lose them. Oh, and that shadows the archway. See this little shadow here. You see that the shadow archway? It works so well. They did this game good, man. Did this game justice. Okay, we have enough wire too. We're just waiting on rods and concrete now. The rods is obvious. We just need to wait for that. But I'm going to get rid of some of this concrete. Just so we can get the space elevator down. Because the space elevator is really cool and I want to show you guys that. So let's remove this outer layer here that we don't need. And then let's remove this one. Okay, not quite enough. Might leave that there like that though. And then let's go collect concrete. I don't think the rods make 15 per minute. I don't know if it's been that long. Should be enough concrete in here though. Yes. We have enough concrete. We're almost there. Like I said, it takes a lot. But imagine if I had to make that all by hand. That would have took even longer. Make 500 concrete, that's, let's see. That's 1,500 limestone. Many stacks of limestone. There we go. We got it. Sweet. Now we just need to pick a space to put the space elevator. Let's see. There's no good spots over here because it's all there. There's no flat areas in this spot because it's all sand dunes, as you can see here. Now we could build a foundation, but that would take even longer. What I'm thinking, will that rock be big enough to hold the space elevator right there? Let's find out. So the space elevator, by the way, is massive. It is a massive building. Look how big this is. It's too steep right there. It's way too steep. Doesn't matter which way I cut it. It's way too steep right there. And as you can see, it's pretty freaking big. This area might be okay for it. I want it to be decently flat. We might have to put it right here. Yeah, right here might be the best. All right, here we go. Yep, it put its little feet there to access it. That's the ledge to access. And look how big this thing is. Oof. And we get to watch the awesome animation. That's like I said, this is why they're the king of animation when it comes to factory games. Good old coffee stain. There's our space elevator. Moving into position, ready to receive. You just never know the scale. I could watch this animation over and over and over again. So good. And there's the thing. So good. Awesome. We got the space elevator down. Woo, Ada. We need your guidance. We got the space elevator down. I don't know if she says anything. I don't remember. That's the. So this is where you put the stuff. You could put the stuff directly into here, which is smart plating, or you could feed it into these ports. They've got 3 ports either side. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, now that we've got the space elevator down, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the Boosteroid platform. We're still playing on Boosteroid here. Still within a browser. This video is going to be very long. And I'm still going to have to make cuts to it, and it's still going to be long. Sheesh. But yeah, playing on the Boosteroid program. Again, just as a quick reminder, before we end here, if you'd like to purchase a subscription to Boosteroid, there is a link down in the description below that will help you do that. And if you do decide to do that and use that link, then you do help the channel. So I thank you for that if you decide to. And again, want to thank Boosteroid for allowing me to use their service in order to play games and show you guys the different games and stuff like that we like to play, and whatnot using their service. And this one does fairly well. I am happy with it. Happy with the service. Lumen doesn't help, or Lumen doesn't help the FPS a whole lot. If you turn off Lumen, it'll work, but Lumen does make it look beautiful. But if you don't care to have Lumen on or not, then um, then don't worry about it. Because honestly, this game looks good just as it is, and you can play at 60, so or higher if you can handle if you have a monitor that can handle over 60, which I don't, but most people do because I don't. But anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time being that'll be back to our raft series. Um, yeah, until next time, I guess it's a goodbye, and also enjoy the rest of your weekend.